when they get it installed, he said, look it over real well to make sure everything looks good before you sign off on it. And I was thinking, how am I supposed to know if everything's, perfect and everything's working well? I haven't even, I don't know what it's supposed to be if everything's
You're not a
perfect.
quality control project manager for this stuff. Yeah, and that's the issue. I mean, and I've seen jobs where they installed these things and the flow valves were so close to the wall, you couldn't operate them. You couldn't get your hand, and that's the installation contractor just slapping it in, not paying any attention. I've seen them with leaks. I've seen, it's just, and we'll talk about installation because that's a part of it. And I'll just tell you right now, I am not a fan of sending independent contractors out that you've never heard of or don't know anything about and don't have a
Mhm.
relationship with to your home. I think you should have an agreement. They should. So what I do is I create recommendations. I've already started looking at, you're in Spokane, right?
Mhm.
So if you want, now you don't have to. If you go, oh no, my brother's going to install it, or whatever.
Oh, I would have no idea. Yeah.
Well, I mean, just saying, if that's the case, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And what I would say there is let one of my installation managers coach them through the process because it isn't rocket science. There is a science to it, but you just don't want it to be somebody's first tub, right? You want them to
Right.
really kind of know what they're doing. So what I do is I find factory certified installation contractors that are close enough to you to do the job, but you'll have they work for you. I may be managing it and supervising the money and all that kind of stuff, but they'll be named in our agreement and they'll work for you, and that they're going to be there making you happy, and they're going to be the ones. They're not going to. It's not going to be me going, well, double check everything they did. They're going to go, come here, let me show you, let me walk you through. Because they're your contractor, and they want you to know they did a good job, and then you can ask them, well, what about that? Why did you do that? Or you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
the way they behave, the way they clean up after themselves, all of those things are, you should have a relationship with them that they're committed to you to maintain your standards in that process.